I'm going to show you how to go from level one with AI to just getting started, which I'll cover very quickly. You might even use ChatGPT, and you've heard a lot of amazing experts on this series here on the summit. But yeah, I'm going to dive into something a lot of people might think is just for coders, but it's not. And that's what I'm going to demonstrate here. You can do some incredibly cool stuff. And I'm even like building this up now as we go. And I'm going to show you what I've been working on, and also some of what I'm sharing. You can also have like a starter kit for Claude Code. So you can install this if you're interested. So that's going to actually be free for you to just check out if you're interested after this session. So that's a little bit what I have for you here.
Yeah, I am so
Yay! I'm
excited.
so
I'm so
excited.
excited to see what we can actually automate from our daily tasks. So let's dive in.
Yeah, let's do it. So most people, they probably start something like that. You have ChatGPT, you start with just writing a prompt here. And most people actually, they just do one or two sentence prompts. And you have to do this every time. You're going to get pretty mediocre results. And then you graduate from that. You start to do a little bit more in-depth prompts and stuff like that. That's the first thing. You might use this. I use actually a lot with Whisperflow. You can also use the voice dictator here. It's a lot better. You give more context because AI thrives with the right context and when it knows more about you. Then what you might do here, if I open this a little bit, so you might see here we have projects and GPTs. So that's you might use that. I have all tons of GPTs I've done. But again, you have to go into them, you have to use them. They still work, but you might have like 40, 50 GPTs. After a while, I have tons, see quite a lot of them. I have offered them to my students. And then we have projects. It can be something specific here. I think they still have its place. You have like the gems in Gemini. That's the same thing, a little bit like GPTs. You can even share them as well inside of Gemini. And then if I'm gonna go to what I'm gonna talk about today, which is Claude, which I'm gonna focus mostly on, this is just the web version of Claude. I think at the time we are recording this, the desktop is a lot more powerful. But when it comes to Claude Code, I'm gonna show you what I would recommend. I don't even recommend you using as much the desktop because you can do a lot more. But there's stages to this. So let me walk through this really quickly here. So you see, so the first thing when you sign up for Claude, which I mean it's free to sign up, but I recommend at least the pro plan, which is $20 a month. So you go into your settings, and what you see here is like my profile, right? So what I mean, this is the basics. You're gonna have some kind of instructions about yourself, like a little bit about you and stuff like that. That's what I have here. Some might call it like a little master prompt. You cannot have unlimited characters here, so keep that in mind. This is not that in depth, but it at least gives a little bit of context. I don't have to repeat that. That's
So
pretty good.
what
Most people,
what does that kinda say? Is that just basically your bio, or does it say
yeah,
what you're using it
yeah,
for?
yeah. This is just a little bit about myself, about who I am, what I'm focusing on, my different channels. You see here a little bit of the tone and style, but this is not a voice profile. This is not like my brand voice and stuff like that because it's too short for that, quite frankly. You cannot put that all here, but it's a little bit of myself, what I believe in, what I stand for, and stuff like that. Some of my core values and all of that. I think that's solid. It's not bad. Help Claude improve the model. Please toggle this off. That's very important. Okay. The rest doesn't really matter too much here. So you can see here, you can see the usage. I get quite a lot here. So hopefully during this session, I'm not going to max it out, but I get quite a lot. So in capabilities, you can see here a little bit the memory. I think you should toggle this on. This is just some memory from the chats. And you can actually, if you are using ChatGPT, you can tell ChatGPT to like basically make a summary of everything you've talked about and what it knows about you. And then you can basically come in here, memory, and then you can add that in here. You see, there's a lot of different things going on here. That's something Claude kind of does. You can edit this too here. And yeah, it's quite useful. This is still the basics. This is not what we are exactly going to cover, but I think if you do this, you're still going to be ahead of most people. So that's why I'm sharing this here. And the artifacts, you can just make this turn on. And the skills, I'm going to show you a little bit. I know you had another speaker talk about this a little bit, but I think what I'm going to share is going to be more in relation to how it all plays a role with the whole system I have. It's like an AI OS we are developing, and the connectors are incredibly powerful. You can connect a lot of your different tools. You should just see what you're using in your business, and then you can connect them. I have connected quite a few. Keep in mind that some of them can bog down, so you might want to turn off some you're not using, okay? Because it still might load in the context window, and then it's going to take up space essentially from Claude to execute at the highest level. So yeah, I have quite a few connected, but the issue here with the desktop, you don't have that many and you cannot really add any more here. It's basically what you have here. And then you can go to browse connectors and you can see, okay, this is cool. You have quite a few, right? Probably some of your tools will be in here, but the issue is most of your tools will not be. Okay. So that's why a lot of tools, they have MCPs, they have developed themselves, like official ones. MCPs, you don't really need to know what it means too much. It's a model context protocol, something Claude came up with, I believe, in 2024. But what you need to know is, okay, connector. Think about it as an integrations. Most of your tools, they are using like Zapier and stuff like that. Some have direct integrations, but how powerful would it be if Claude can integrate with the whole ecosystem?
If you want to watch the entire episode, click here. And if you want to watch more episodes like this, click here.